Tonight on Celebrity Treasure Island.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Out in the middle of the desert, a mirage.
When I saw that French toast, my mouth started watering.
Anticipation for some, heartache for others.
I'd much rather be home with my wife and kids.
The bitter rivalry reaches flashpoint in a physical clash for supremacy.
Get out of it! Get out of your cunt! I'm the first guy to push a guy for hitting a girl, man. And he pushed in on top of me and shoved me out.
So I had to get physical with him.
And as the competition intensifies, another two celebrities will wave goodbye to their teammates and leave Treasure Island for good.
Can you believe it?
I'd quite like to go home tonight.
I don't want to go.
I mean, this is the only life that I know at the moment. I can't even think about going back home and getting back into the routine of my normal life. It's just like so unappealing.
Well, we warned them that Treasure Island can be a life-changing experience. It's one of those things that you either love or you hate. There's no middle ground. And as we approach the halfway point, the hate side seems to be winning. But it's a new day on Treasure Island for the 10 celebrities who have survived so far. On the north side, that's
Changing Rooms designer Sally Rich, television presenter Stacey Daniels, actor Anthony Ray Parker, music show presenter Erica Tokach, and Changing Rooms builder Andy Dye. While remaining to do battle for the South team are model Nikki Watson, television presenter Dominic Bowden, actor Katrina Hobbs, former All Black Frank Bunce, and television builder John Cox. Tonight they continue their race for survival on Celebrity Treasure Island.
Watch out for the text question in tonight's Celebrity Treasure Island and be in to win a trip for 6 to a Treasure Island with D-Juice and Telecom Mobile.
Another beautiful day dawns on Treasure Island and our 10 remaining celebrities lie in peaceful slumber, dreaming of the comforts of home. They need all the rest they can get. This challenge has been tougher than anyone thought possible. What they don't realise is it's going to get even worse.
There's 5 celebrities left on each team, all knowing that at the end of the challenge, only one person can dig up that $20,000 for charity. And today, we're going to do things a little differently.
Did you guys hear that? They want to trade with us now.
The sound of the gong echoes around the island, and the two hungry teams assume they're being summoned for a trading meeting, but they're about to get the surprise of their lives. It's table for 5 Treasure Island style. French toast dripping in maple syrup, grilled bacon, fresh fruit, champagne, orange juice. It all awaits just 5 hungry and eager mouths.
Man,
You shouldn't have.
our mouths dropped. Mine started salivating, and it looked like out in the middle of the desert, a mirage. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh my goodness, man.
Oh, Mike.
I'll just have the champagne. You guys can eat the food.
Okay.
Oh, it looks all right.
I haven't seen food like that for I think 6 days now, so it was I think my stomach just wanted to jump up and grab it for itself rather than me.
Man.
It was kind of like the agony and the ecstasy because I saw this beautiful breakfast that we fully just wanted and had dreamt of, but there were only 5 there, so we knew that someone was going to miss out.
For the hungry treasure hunters, it's a dream come true.
Fellas, cook breakfast for us. Nice work.
You guys, thanks so much. Thanks very much, you guys.
The teams are yet to find out what this banquet will cost one of them.
But when I saw that French toast, my mouth started watering.
As you can see, and most definitely smell, there are 5 cooked breakfasts and a bottle of champagne in front of you. Undoubtedly something that you have been dreaming about. You have 30 seconds to nominate the spokesperson for your team. Go.
You go negotiate.
I don't want to.
You want to negotiate?
I'm not
Dom,
really
you
that
got it.
hungry.
You got the words.
Okay.
You got the words.
I really don't care.
Dom,
It's up to you guys.
Andy, you sure? Yep, absolutely.
Remember, the teams still don't know what their spokesperson will have to do. What they do know is that with 10 people and just 5 breakfasts, one team will miss out, and it could well end up being the spokesperson's fault.
We thought it was going to be some sort of trade, bargaining trade. We were going to trade something, and whoever bargained the most, the best, or would win the breakfast. Okay.
Dominic and Andy will represent their teams.
The rules are straightforward. This is a general knowledge quiz. The first to 3 wins. In the event of a tie, you will go to sudden death.
This isn't the trading meeting they were expecting.
I was definitely nervous for Andy. I thought, he told me how he'd felt nervous before the elimination test. And so I thought, oh my gosh, maybe a general knowledge test isn't going to be something that he'll be most comfortable with.
It was a quiz, and I'm going, oh no, and it's just, you don't want to get the questions wrong, you know, you don't want to lose at the best of times, but when you're in the hot seat and you haven't got the other team members to fall on, it's all by yourself, that's tough.
Andy, starting with you. What was the original capital of New Zealand?
Russell.
Correct. Dominic, who is the current Prime Minister of New Zealand?
Helen Clark.
Correct. Andy, name the first 2 people to be eliminated from Celebrity Treasure Island.
Nikki. And
I was searching everywhere, and then I glanced around and I looked at their male team members and I go, now, okay, there's 3, so they must have had 4 to start. Who was it? And I went through who went yesterday, which, you know, was Danny and Jane, and oh, God, I just couldn't find that name.
I was sort of mouthing it with my mouth, trying to send telepathic messages. So it was tense, but as I say, I was kind of like people do at the Grammys or something. They start thinking about their consolation speech. That's the stage that I was at. I thought, oh, there's no way we're going to win this.
I need your answer, Andy.
The pressure is unbearable.
Man, that was so frustrating. I just wanted to strangle. I just wanted to, Trent, don't you remember Trent? It was, you know, everybody's sitting on the edge of their seats. Everyone's, their hearts stopped, you know?
Trent.
Correct. Poor Andy. I already had it prepared in my head, the consolation speech that I was going to say. I was going to say, look, you did really well. All of us would have felt like that in that situation. It was hard. I mean, Trent Bray is a hard name to remember, all that kind of thing. But just the elation when he finally got it, I think you could probably tell we were pretty stoked.
That took a long time, and when he finally got it, the relief, I didn't realise I was basically holding my breath that whole time.
But the quiz isn't over yet.
Dominic, how many days counting today have you been on the island?
6.
Correct. Andy, at 6 p.m. tonight, how many hours would you have spent on the island?
Andy is stumped again.
132.
144.
The North have 1 wrong. If Dominic answers correctly, South win.
Dominic, who was the first person to break the 4-minute mile?
John Walker.
Roger Bannister.
Dominic's mistake means the challenge will go to another round.
What team got the second challenge first?
South.
Correct. Dominic, you must answer the next question correctly to stay in the game for the 5 cooked breakfasts. How many days would the winner of Celebrity Treasure Island have spent on the island?
$11.
10. Andy, you get the breakfasts. Dominic, you walk away with nothing.
It's the first time North have won a challenge, and they can't believe it.
I tell you, that feeling was just amazing. It was like we won Lotto 10 times over.
Trent! You give me a heart attack, man! You give me a heart attack! Oh!
It was just such a bonus and such a great way to start the day. And because we've never won anything, out of all the clues and treasure that we've gone for so far, the other team has always won, so that's why it was such a big deal.
I'm going to throw up, it's so good.
Imagine how Dominic must feel right now. Mate, he'll be shattered. The pressure, that would have destroyed his whole day. Yeah. That's sad, eh? No.
The South team members can only try and console a dejected Dominic.
Good idea, man. I would have said 11. They'll be too fat and full to run up the hill.
And they'll be smashed because they're drinking champagne.
No, they won't.
I felt bad for Dominic, so I'm sure he probably would have liked to have gotten them right, but I think he did really well, better than I probably would have done.
But there's no consolation in knowing their northern rivals are feasting on a gourmet breakfast.
That's the best bacon I've ever had in my life.
Just that first taste of flavour, because we're missing flavour at the moment. So that was so sweet and unexpected, because like I said, we didn't expect to win that.
I'm so glad we won this.
The pineapple was just divine, and to have something other than water to drink, that was just the novelty of it all, was to be able to have some juice, and it actually had like juice bits in it, like the orange juice, you know, like freshly squeezed kind of stuff. It wasn't like cordial, so that was divine.
That's the best bacon I've ever had in my life.
Yummy, 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 yummy.
So it's a satisfied and cocky North team that heads back to their camp.
A full stomach is a major boost on Treasure Island, but it's early in the day and the teams are only too aware that there's work to be done and treasure to be found. But what they don't yet realise is that they are about to become involved in a race that will turn nasty.
It's our hole. She dove in here first. Keep your feet out of here.
It seemed that Anthony just turned, so I just got out.
It's a race which is about to turn them into even greater enemies.
I didn't appreciate him pushing around one of my teammates, let alone a woman, man. Give me a break.
Keep watching tonight's show and answer this question to be in to win a trip for 6 to a Treasure Island with D-Juice and Telecom Mobile. Text your answer to 2010.
Found a bottle.
The celebrity cast marooned on this island came here to treasure hunt, and although sheer survival is hard enough, South Team know winning the grueling hunt is now their only hope of eating today.
Let's win another day.
The lost breakfast must be forgotten as the business of clue solving takes precedence.
The place of the dead, Graveyard, is
The one
You should seek from pond swim 2.
No.
West you bear 30 a bloody.
A body.
A body unbind.
So there's a body up there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know where it is.
The place of the dead is the one you should seek. From pond 7 2 steps but not leaps. Nor west is the way till fork you will find. Then west you veer 30 and body unbind. The South team must start at the pond and travel 772 paces northwest, then left at a fork for 30 paces in search of a body, while their rivals at the other end of the island launch into their clue with full stomachs and a new confidence.
We can do anything today with that breakfast in our tummy.
That brekkie, mate. We've got it sussed.
Oh, it's long.
It's a little egg.
What do we got?
Okay, on Southwest Beach, it stands so tall. Awaiting at tip is legend for all.
Waiting at top, yeah.
So that's at the top of a tree somewhere right on the south.
Yeah, it's legend for all.
The clue should read, on Southwest Beach it stands so tall, and waiting at top is longed for haul. To find which one, just look for sign of booty first, then finest wine.
All right, well, let's just go to the South Beach. Pack our bags and go.
Yeah, with that power breakfast, we can't do anything.
The North team must travel to the Southwest Beach and search for something hidden in a tall tree. The tree should have distinctive markings relating to fine wine. Meanwhile, their rivals are again heading up to the top of the island, and Coxie, as always, is ready for anything. He now carries fire everywhere.
We're kind of getting our bush feed, I think. You know, you don't stumble and trip as much, and It's funny how the trees whipping back at you don't seem to hurt as much, and you're getting stung in bits and pieces. So it's kind of getting easier.
South Team are, as always, the hungrier, more determined team, always leading the race while their rivals are again just strolling towards the far beach. But when it comes to luck, North have it all, and today's no different.
Look, it's just there. How easy is that? It's so obvious. I'm a bit suspicious, actually.
Well, how are we going to get up there, though?
Well, I'm willing to give it a try climbing.
You reckon? Jump on your shoulders?
Yeah, and then I could get on yours.
Why don't we just strap the machete to a long stick like we've done with the coconuts?
Yeah.
Good.
I brought this.
Time and effort. We'll stand under it and try
Yeah.
and
We'll just chop it and get going because we want to win this one today.
Yeah. Okay. You'll be able to climb up part of it if we can't get something long enough, surely.
No, we got
You got good grip? There's a good long one.
Yeah, well, should we do what we know first? Do what we know first.
But not everyone thinks a stick on the end of a machete is the quickest solution.
Andy and I were set off to go and chop down a tree and do that manly thing. And the girls decided they wanted to try something different.
The women ignore their male teammates. This time they'll do it their way.
Hold on, Erica, hold on.
If you say,
give you a
I'm
big
monkey
push.
girl, I'm monkey
Right here,
girl.
let me get a good grip. Here we go.
You would
Come on, girl. There you go.
Here has been the first time that I've climbed anything that I can remember except from being a child. I mean, I don't even know why I said I'd try it. It didn't even look like I'd be able to get anywhere.
All right, okay, Sally, if you get up and stand on Andy,
Rest of my hands.
and then Erica stands on Sally's shoulders, then I'll
My shoulder back, this one here.
pass.
I was pretty scared that she was actually going to fall down because I could feel like I was trying to hold her feet and I could feel that she was pretty tense and she was hanging on for dear life, that's for sure. And for her to get up there and do that, that was a fair effort, that's for sure.
Go, monkey girl! Woo!
This palm is more than 10 metres tall, and Anthony Ray now has the weight of 2 women on his shoulders. A fall from this height could cause serious injury.
It was only once I actually got up the tree that I realised how high I'd actually gotten. I mean, we had 3 of us there, and poor little Sally, she had elephant Erica standing on top of her little wee shoulders. I'm surprised I didn't even crush her.
Let it go.
But the human chain works and the sack is retrieved.
I thought it was a really good example of how our team has now fitted together and something that we probably couldn't have achieved 3 days ago.
2 ladies on top of your shoulders isn't a pleasant feeling, yet
I'm going to slowly move it down.
it was all for a worthwhile cause. I got shoe marks on my shoulder over here.
In the sack, North Team find an explosives plunger and the clue to where the food reward is hidden.
No, that's it's going to be much lighter to carry today. Okay.
On Northeast Beach you find the line. Be careful though, for one is not just twine. Attach your device and push one to sea, under which the bounty will be.
So we need
We've got to go east. We're going back to where we were today.
and find some line. Find some line that's not twine.
The clue should read, on Northeast Beach you'll find the line. Be careful though, for it is not just twine. Attach your device and push it to sea, under which the bounty will be. The North Team head off for the Northeast Beach well ahead of their rivals. But back up at the top of the island, South Team are on a mission. They need food. They're desperate to win.
Okay, we've got a bit of west. There's a fork here.
West is that way, guys, so just walk in there 30 paces.
30
paces, right? Paces, just count them.
Good work, Nicky.
What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, we got
A body. We got a body.
The clue is clamped in the jaws of a caged skeleton.
Open up, fella. Say ah, ah. How's your tonsil?
This clue will begin the race.
On Northwest Beach, you find the line.
They now know to head to the Northeast Beach and that they'll need some sort of device.
The one thing we need to work out before we leave here is what is the device?
It's got to be in there because it says push. And what do you do with those? You push them.
Yeah, push them.
Okay, this is what you need.
The ever-prepared Coxie doesn't muck about.
Yes.
That is it.
Come on, baby.
Do we need to take
Okay, let's move the same way we did yesterday, straight down the cliff. So up here, look for the first opening, go down, let's go.
We knew we had to get down to the northeast beach. We knew we had to get there quickly, so it was a matter of just whipping into shape and getting down. And again, we just crashed through a little bit of bush and came out on the beach.
South team are back in the race, but their rivals are well ahead and about to stumble upon what they're looking for.
I actually didn't think we'd come across it as quickly as we did.
So that's it? No. Yes, it must be.
And so when we saw the skull again, it was like, wow, we're actually winning something.
It's the first time North have led a challenge, but they're yet to work out that to gain any advantage over their fast-approaching rivals, they must get the explosion underway.
That was a little bit of a lost feeling because we had never found ourselves in that position before. So, yeah, it was a little weird, a little strange. Yet it was nice because we were on fire today.
We'll have to put one of those wires on one side of the plunger and one on the other side of the plunger. And then we'll have to drop it. When it blows, we'll see where the bomb goes off.
Well, where's the
we'll
other
go
one
and
that
find
to
it.
choose from?
But North are too slow and South team arrive on the beach. Any advantage is lost. When the explosion is detonated, it will become a straight race between two groups.
So who will be the one to push down the plunger here?
I like blowing up things. Can I have a go?
Ooh, that's scary. That's
blow-off
scary.
time.
That's
Yeah.
scary, okay.
All right, well, let's hook that wire up to the plunger.
Neither team know what to expect when North trigger the explosion, but South are ready for anything. The leading team lost all advantage by taking so long to connect the detonator. It's anyone's game.
The charges are laid, the contestants are poised, and the scene is set for a showdown. And Team Rivalry is ready to blow sky high.
We saw the intensity in the eyes and we were like, oh man, wow.
When you set the detonator off, create that situation, someone's going to blow.
The North team have rigged their detonator on the main beach of Treasure Island, and they're ready to explode. Experience tells both teams they'll be faced with a choice, so they'll need to be fast on their feet. What they don't yet know is the explosives will blow 4 holes in the sand. Just 2 will contain chests, one with the reward, the other the booby prize. 4 explosions, 4 holes. The first person to a hole in the sand can claim it for their team. But there are 4 holes in the sand, and only 2 have anything in them. But all hell breaks loose, and a week of pent-up frustrations explode when Coxie dives and claims a hole.
Get out of here, Cox! She got here first. You get out of here. This is our hole. She's over here first. Keep your feet out of here.
Just take this one.
You want to fight girls, you should go do it somewhere else, Coxie.
I was definitely clearly in the hole first, and as for me pushing and shoving a girl, no way. I didn't really know what was happening. I just was mind blown by it. I think Katrina was trying to pull her out of the hole, and she was struggling to stay back in it.
He was basically on top of me trying to pull me out of the way, and I wasn't particularly impressed with his aggression. I mean, I'm tough, but I'm not tough enough to wrestle off a boy. Luckily, I've got a really supportive team, and, you know, Anthony Ray jumped in there straight away and tried to pull him off me.
I didn't appreciate him pushing around one of my teammates, let alone a woman, man. Give me a break, Coxie. It's just a competition here. There's no need to get as physical as you did. So I had to get physical with him. And I didn't mind one bit because I didn't appreciate what he had done.
When you lose out to someone else that's, you know, willing to pop you in the head for a hole, I'll back away every time, you know.
The stunned South team resign themselves to digging up another hole.
Boxer is the one we wanted. It's the left one, the one we wanted. It is too.
Oh my gosh.
When we first started to see it happening, we were like, oh, this is a joke, you know, just mucking around. Then we saw the intensity in the eyes and we were like, oh man, wow. Anthony was just totally staunching out Coxie. And Frank was standing back there, and I thought he was going to open up. You know, I thought we were in a whole lot of trouble or something had started.
It appeared to be quite a threatening stance that Anthony had, and that's probably what Coxie was shocked about. It seemed that Anthony just turned, and I have no idea what happened. I don't know what. He must have got very upset about something, and he just turned, so I just got out.
South are first to dig up a chest, but will it be the right one?
They got it.
It's exploded.
They got it.
It's too easy. Okay. Are we ready to open our treasure?
We are.
A devastated South Camp have dug up the booby prize again. All they find is coconuts and some rice. The North continue to dig knowing there's always 2 prizes and theirs could be the better one. But the bitter confrontation is still fresh in their minds.
Good on you for
Thanks, Sarah.
sticking up for her.
I don't think I'm going to feel comfortable talking to Coxie at all. At the moment, I don't really want to have anything to do with him. I don't think that was necessary at all, and I'd hope that he'd regret the fact that he manhandled me, basically.
I think I heard Anthony Ray in amongst it all the rubbish call me a cheater, you know? How can I be a cheater? If you touch the hole first, you have that hole. And when the rest of your team gets there, you dig for it. I touched the hole first. Erica dived in from the side and he pushed in on top of me and shoved me out. Push, push, push. She had it first. She had it first. Okay, have the hole if that means that much to you, you know, man?
What happened in that hole was totally uncalled for.
Yeah.
Totally. Serious or not serious, it was totally uncalled for.
I actually don't think you should apologise.
Because it's a misinterpretation, it's not your
You didn't do anything wrong.
Apologise for breaking the rules.
Treasure Island is no longer just a game to either team.
And I just thought, oh, we'll dive for the hole. It'll look good and we're having a good time. And, you know, it just went all stupid. Not that I wanted it to, no way. I mean, I'm the first guy to push a guy for hitting a girl, man. I was digging sand.
Yeah, that's odd.
And to be accused, to be fully accused like that, it's just wrong, you know? I think maybe there's some jealousy that we've done so well, but, you know, none of us are serious.
No.
I mean, I feel so bad now, I just feel like crying. I just hate this shit, don't you? I hate this shit. And I worked hard. We've worked hard. We always take the high road, the hard road, you know? And it sucks.
And while South Team reflect on the bitter conflict, the North finally dig up a second chest.
Do you reckon we go yay, whatever it is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll scream our heads off.
They've won the big prize. Ironically, it's in the hole that was so bitterly fought over, the hole that should have been Coxie's. South have been denied the bounty which should have been theirs. Now there is only heartache.
Another piece of the map.
Yeah, I think the set to was a shock to us all. Coxie was affected by it, and I don't know about the rest of them. You know, everyone felt for him, and it didn't have to go that way.
Beans! We got more beans!
North have canned food, flour, rice, and a piece of the treasure map.
We got the map, yeah.
That's 4 pieces to 1.
Hey, who's got the power, baby? Yeah! North, there you go.
You settled the score, man.
I went to buy it.
Looking out for my team. Looking out for my teammate.
They've made their stand and they've got more tucker in their bellies. But hey, we've got another day tomorrow. Got an afternoon to catch fish and do all the stuff we should be doing to keep ourselves alive and fit for the next treasure hunt.
And as the teams part company, the conflict leaves them in no doubt that the Treasure Island rivalry has got out of control.
The question is whether a truce can be declared between the 2 teams or whether the conflict has gone so far it's now out-and-out war.
Now tonight I will apologize and I will extend my hand. If he doesn't accept it, then it's on. And I'm sure it'll be like that right throughout between Coxie and I. And I'm not worried about that. I'm willing to take on anybody. I mean, I'm here to win. I'm here to go the distance, and I'm sure he is as well. If it comes down to he and I, may the best man win, and I feel sorry for him.
Tonight, 2 more celebrities will be eliminated from Treasure Island. Some are so depressed they are longing to get out. But while they wait, South Team build a shower.
Materials are just whatever you can find floating around. You just got to pick the best material for the job you're doing.
The afternoon's conflict is still weighing heavily on a severely depressed Coxie.
I thought it was all in fun. I thought we were having a laugh and a giggle, you know, but all too serious, far too serious. Much rather be home with my wife and kids. Much rather than stuck here on this island. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Pretty desperate. sort of existence.
We've got a solar shower. It was my luxury item, so we thought we should put it to use. What happened today on the beach just felt really wrong and really sad. And I'm really sad for Coxie actually too, because he's just, I mean, the whole trip he has given so much of himself. He's totally come into his own on this island. I'm sure, I mean, he's amazing at what he does back home, but he's just blown me away with his talents.
Everyone realises that Coxie may now try and quit at tonight's elimination, but at the other end of the island they're choosing to ignore the conflict and turn this day into a celebration.
Yeah! No, I got my hand over it.
It's calmed down now.
Coming.
It's calmed down now.
It's a boy.
You can take
It's a boy.
And then
And
to
then
the
cheers.
north.
Cheers to the north.
To the north? To the north?
To
Okay.
north.
Down the hatch, through the gums, look out, tummy, here it comes.
Ah, just get on with it.
Oh, that is yum.
Oh man, victory tastes so sweet, doesn't it?
nice.
Finally won something.
Meanwhile, the losing team are refusing to let go of what happened during the afternoon's challenge.
And it could go on for ages, so why don't we call a trade meeting and you just go there and go, look, this is what happened, this is how it happened, it's cool in the gang, synergy, it's just rainbows, okay? So what do you think?
It's nice.
It's nice.
We call a trade.
Yeah.
Just can't argue the point where you can.
It's a gong.
Okay.
I don't think that will be the usual type gong. No.
The gong is sounded. The teams must trade. Both are now highly protective of the protagonists from the afternoon's fight. They won't back down on their loyalties to Coxie and Erica, but South is certain that if they don't quell the conflict, then Coxie could well try and self-eliminate.
Okay, now the reason we've called this meeting is because myself and the rest of the team sort of feel that the last challenge got a little bit out of hand. It's fun, it's supposed to be a game, we're supposed to be all enjoying ourselves, and it got a little bit out of hand. And we just want to make sure that the air is cleared and everyone's happy and there's no kind of animosity within the teams.
Well, we feel exactly the same. We have a few team members that are a little bit down after what's just happened. It's unnecessary, and we actually have a little bit of a peace offering for you, because we don't want any animosity tomorrow when we all, have to box on and go for it again. So here's some rice,
Thank you,
a couple of pieces of garlic and some herbs. So go and make yourself a nice risotto and fatten up.
I'd like to say there was no intent for malice from anyone in our team, and it's all fun and games, and we're glad that you guys are so cool about it now, and thank you for hearing us, and good luck.
Thank you for hearing our side of the story too.
No
Thanks,
worries.
Dominic.
Coxie, I'd like to extend my hand of apologies for any actions that have been taken. Okay? All right? Okay? I'd like to apologize.
A reluctant Coxie hugs Erica. It's an emotional time for every one of the Treasure Island celebrities.
I'm glad that we gave the other team something. From what I can gather from the things that they've said, they're not having very much. They're not having anywhere near what we are, but I felt a lot better about being able to give them some food today, so hopefully they can have full tummies for tomorrow and for tonight. It's a game. Should we keep it a game?
Yeah, we're definitely giving it a game. It's definitely a game.
Yeah,
All the way.
absolutely.
I only play one rule.
Play hard?
Play really hard. It's the right thing to do. My team is very, very helpful in these sort of situations, I don't know, I would have just walked away and just, like in real life, you just muddle it through your head and get all bitter and twisted and angry about it and then lie awake at night, but you got to clear these things, It's in all aspects of relationships, whatever you're doing, you've got to clear this shit. And we've cleared it up, and we go on.
And they will go on. Well, at least 4 of them will, because elimination is looming. And they know that someone they've grown so close to will be leaving tonight.
Without a doubt, the best times I've had on this island so far have been around the campfire. When the cameras are off, we're just sitting around there chatting. I'm hearing about these crazy stories about Frank's tour in '92, and they were in the dressing room and all this crazy stuff went down. Can't tell you any of it, of course, because what goes on tour stays on tour. That's our motto when it comes to this sort of thing. Nikki's telling me all these crazy stories. Katrina, I threw a couple in there. You know, we had a thing last night where everyone had to tell a story. And we went around the circle and, man, I'm a changed person. Bag of chips, or I'm just going to go.
Everybody, I think, compliments each other, and we have a good time. I think that, you know, that sort of thing's, it's binding for a team, and we enjoy ourselves wherever we go or whatever we might be doing.
So there is a truce on Treasure Island, at least for now, but the whole experience isn't getting any easier, and in just a few hours the teams will have to face the toughest part of all. It is elimination time, and 2 of the 10 celebrities are about to leave Treasure Island.
I don't actually rate my chances that good at the moment because I'm feeling a little bit over the whole thing. I'm quite tired and quite sore, and am missing my family, and so I could quite easily quit fairly soon, I think.
This is a thing, it's mixed emotions all over the place. One minute you're up, next minute you're down. I tell you, it's like a Ferris wheel. Drive you crazy.
The 5 members in each team are about to become 4. People are now disappearing daily.
In 5 minutes, you need to be assembled at the elimination shelter with your bags packed.
They know eventually only one will be left to claim that $20,000 for Youthline. But now it's elimination time.
I don't think it'll be Erica because she is so sort of like she'll do anything and she doesn't care how hard she goes.
I really enjoyed today. Today has given me the determination to keep going.
Yeah, if I had to choose, then I'd choose Andy.
If I don't go, I think Stacey will go.
I think I'll probably go tonight. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to go. Maybe I'm just tempting the gods. Maybe I'm just crazy.
But at the southern end of the island, most people want to leave. Few have Dominic's desire to stay.
Having a great time now. I'm really starting to enjoy myself. Really don't want to go. I mean, this is the only life that I know at the moment. I can't even think about going back home and getting back into the routine of my normal life. It's just like so unappealing.
I think Katrina's ready to go. I'm not sure if she wants to go, but I think she, deep down somewhere there, she's like, it's a little bit more like she'd rather be somewhere else.
I have to say I'm ready to go home anytime. I'd quite like to go home tonight, but I don't mind. Feel like kind of going, right, I can do this, so I don't need to do it anymore.
Today, I think, is probably the first day that I've really felt like I'm ready to go. I mean, I've felt down and stuff, but there's always been like this, no, I want to stay. And I'm really sad for Coxie, actually, too, because I know he's probably the other one out of all of us that's thinking, hey, I wouldn't mind getting out of here. Because I think today really, really did affect him.
I'd be happy enough to go at this stage, you know. I had an upsetting bit of a day. That hasn't really fazed me. At the time it did. I was pretty upset, but now, still now, I'd be happy enough to go. I've set these guys up in a nice camp. I know they all want me to go through and win. That's the other thing, though. They all want me to take it for the team, and because they think I'm the most able.
The process is all too familiar. The lone boat again, ready to take 2 of them away from this place.
In the beginning there were 14 of you, and now there are 10, and in just a few moments there'll only be 8. Tonight's elimination is a true or false computer test that is designed to challenge your knowledge of Treasure Island. You have 50 seconds to answer 10 questions, no one may speak during the test, and the loser must leave immediately. You may start.
The afternoon's conflict may have turned this test into a competition for who goes rather than who stays. But for some, to have come this far through the hunger and exhaustion will only drive them harder to win. For others, the emotional pull of friends and family back home is too much, and elimination would be a blessing. The 10 celebrities are about to become 8.
Okay. Oh, this is horrible.
Erica and Dominic must go.
You always say that.
If it gets hard, you guys have got to get hard with it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we've got to have a winner from the South team.
The South are losing their comedian, the ever-cheerful, much-loved Dominic.
From the start, I didn't think he had it in him. And I thought, you pussy blouse geezer, but you're all right. And now he's just the funniest character with the funniest sayings.
Keep the dream alive, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
For a tight-knit group like the North, this is a particularly harsh goodbye.
When Erica's name popped up, I think we were all completely shocked. No one expected her to be the one to take off so soon.
She was a leader. She was always up the front. She really wanted it too. I think she wanted to be the last one here.
What started out as 14 celebrities on Treasure Island has now been whittled down to 8. Tonight, Erica and Dominic lost their chance to find the hidden treasure
and left their teammates to return to camp without them. Slowly but surely the numbers are decreasing, and they will do so until we get down to just 2 contestants and only 1 winner.
Who will that be? I'll see you next week.
The top scorers in tonight's elimination test were Sally from the North and Frank from the South.